I'm Brad Gardiner with East Coast Yacht Sales, and today we're here in beautiful Essex, Connecticut, about to get on board Rianna. Rianna is a 2006 43-foot Grand Banks Eastbay SX. This boat's very well equipped and has been maintained in Bristol condition by the current owners. I want to take you for a video tour of the boat, so here we go. All right, coming down the port side of Rianna, the first thing you're going to notice is that beautiful all-grit paint job. She's got a gold cove stripe, white boot top, and green anti-foul. Some highlights that you're going to see on the boat while we're coming down the port side, and we'll get to more of this as we get up into the boat. We have a great teak toe rail, teak eyebrow, all high gloss varnish. We got the teak vent boxes. Notice the teak name boards, both port and starboard. Once again, everything, all the varnish kept in really good condition. And that brings us to the stern of the boat, and really one of the things that you just can't miss at this point being the Freedom Lift. And this Freedom Lift, it houses a brig tender, measures about 10'2", has a Honda BF20 4-stroke outboard, and she's electric start. So all your hassles of getting in and out of port are now in the past, because this lift is going to make using your tender so easy. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how the tender goes up and down. So let's take a look. Here we go into the Salon of Rianna. And the very first thing you have to appreciate when you walk into the salon of this boat is the amount of natural light coming through all of these windows, the warmth that comes off of the high gloss interior fit and finish and the varnish, and just the craftsmanship that goes into a salon like this. So off to the port side, you're going to notice we have our L-shaped settee off to port side, accompanied by our co-pilot seat forward. These cushions are new with perennial fabric, and it has the piping as well. Got some ample storage down below. One thing about underneath this settee is there is tons of storage. So storage is not an issue on this boat. So your extended cruise, you can bring whatever you need. There's 3 cabinets underneath here. Just off your center line, you got this beautiful high-load table with the folding flaps, so you can really make this an entertainment space. Off to the starboard side, you have your bucket lounge chair. And then we have some really great craftsmanship in the hideaway TV box with the large storage space underneath. And then as we go forward, we have our STID helm seat that spins all the way around, so you can join your group. So you're facing aft, you're with your people, you're enjoying yourself. Just because you're at the helm doesn't mean you have to be excluded from conversations or the group, so you can be very much included. Once again, we got our co-pilot seat off to the port side. Off to the port side, we got our chart table. It's a very large space with this high gloss finish. When you look at this chart table, you can just see how large the space is. It doesn't have to be utilized as a chart table, but this is a huge amount of space for entertainment purposes or whatever you may be doing that particular weekend or for that particular cruise. This chart table folds right up. And once again, we got some storage underneath, so you do have your traditional chart storage, but we also got our miscellaneous stuff that we need readily available at the helm. Really good spot for your co-pilot, co-navigator. Then as we come off to your starboard side, we have our helm, and at this helm you have complete control of this vessel. So you'll immediately notice that up top we have our Simrad weather station JAPSCO control for our searchlight. We have our ICOM VHF, and then we have our 12-volt controls for our electronics that are available at the helm. Once again, we have complete control of this vessel right here. As you come down, we have our Furuno electronics suite. You know, we got the Furuno 14-inch screen off to port side of the nav pod, and then off to the starboard side we have a 9-inch. It's a really good dual screen feature. Got the Simrad autopilot, Maritron tank monitoring system down in our control area down below. Side power, bow and stern thruster control. Onan generator remote control pad. We have our wiper, access to our wipers, all of our bilge pumps, trim tabs. Your windlass can be operated from the helm. Everything's right here. We got some monitoring off to the starboard side for your AC and DC systems. And then we have our Maxwell breaker for the windlass and shore power distribution switch. And of course, we have the Fireboy suppression system and a monitor for our Xantrex inverter. Got a remote control RAM mic for our Icon. And the very last feature about this helm that you just can't miss at all is this wheel. This is carpentry and craftsmanship at its absolute finest. It's a high gloss varnish. This gives you a feeling of being able to get out on the water in some inclement weather and really have control of your vessel. This is a high quality feature and gives you the feeling of being on a large vessel able to take on and conquer any seas. Just 360 degrees of this interior. You'll notice the Bose surround sound audio system. This is down east cruising in luxury. And then we'll come down into our galley down layout, which is a U-shaped galley off to the port side. Before we get to that, I'll show you our AC and DC distribution panel. Cool thing about this boat is when you come down that companionway, we have a nice little pantry off to the starboard side. Super great storage. And now let's talk about our U-shaped galley down off to the port side layout here. Starting aft, we have the sharp convection oven, microwave, beautifully mounted. Lots of cabinetry storage here. Refrigerator down below. Huge space. You can really stock the boat accordingly. A freezer all the way off to the side here, very deep with stainless steel basket. 3-burner Princess stove. All these are Corian countertops. We've got great storage down below in this storage compartment. And we have our stainless steel dual basin sink. One thing we want to highlight at this point is this custom cabinetry option. The original owners had this added, giving you a lot more storage space, so you can really provision this boat accordingly if you're going to be out for an extended cruise or have the boat completely stocked for any of your picnic boat days. This galley is a custom option, so from the cabinetry here and these drawers and storage down below, this is an extended galley. And the option for this was the original owners wanted to really utilize every square inch for storage, so they took this bulkhead, moved it forward into the headspace a bit to gain all of this extra drawers and cabinetry. You can really see yourself being able to entertain, prep a meal, and enjoy your day on the water, all from this really well laid out galley space. And then off to the starboard side, we have top and bottom bunk beds. Tons of space. Got closets, drawers, plenty of headroom. This trunk cabin is bigger than most boats, so your headroom, I'm 6'4" and I can stand up with 5-6 inches, probably a 7-foot ceiling here. We got a forward anchor locker here as well. We'll go off to the port side now, just forward of the galley, and you'll see we're in our head. Got a vacuum flush head, Corian countertops, stainless steel basin sink. A lot of fit and finish once again in this head. A lot of quality craftsmanship, and you can just see it every time you look at something on this boat. Picture frame mirror Then we'll come over to the stall shower, and you'll see this is a big shower. This is plenty of space. So you got your stainless steel drain, your teak bench seat, stainless steel towel rack, and shower head. You can just see this is a ton of space here. And then we will move forward to the highlight of this interior cabin, and that's the master stateroom. So as we move forward, you'll see we have a center island queen berth, drawers down below for storage. As we come off to the starboard side, we got a hanging locker. And one thing about this boat is we have ample storage. I've said it once, I'll say it again. As you come through this boat, you have storage all throughout this cabin. So when it comes to having all things on board to come down for your weekend adventure, your week-long adventure, whatever the timeline may be, this boat can be ready for you. You have the storage for it. You don't have to worry about running out of space. One quick highlight is, let's just take a look at these doors on these Eastbays. Look at the craftsmanship that goes into this door. And that goes throughout on all the doors here. Even the head door, all the doors, the joinery, everything high gloss. Really well done, really high quality build. We'll head back up the companionway here, and we'll head out to aft to the cockpit. And that's gonna conclude our video tour of Rianna. Thank you for joining me for this video walkthrough of Rianna, the 2006 Grand Banks Eastbay 43 SX. If you have any questions on this boat or any questions at all, my information is below this video. Thank you.